Current News Podcast.
With Elu and Jesse.
Yes. All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, we're doing a deep dive on, well, this is interesting. It seems Mark Zuckerberg might be changing his political stripes.
Yeah, it's a pretty surprising development.
Really is. So there's this New York Times article that came out just the other day, and it's causing quite a stir.
I can imagine. The headline alone is pretty attention-grabbing. Why Mark Zuckerberg is Trump's libertarian phone buddy now.
Catchy? Right. And it gets right to the heart of the matter. The article's saying that Zuckerberg now, apparently, sees himself as something akin to a libertarian.
Which is definitely a departure from how he's positioned himself politically in the past.
Totally. I mean, this is the guy who's been a vocal supporter of all kinds of left-leaning causes, social justice initiatives, you name it.
And don't forget his push for election integrity.
Right, exactly. So this whole libertarian thing, it's kind of out of left field.
It really is. The article kind of hints that this might be part of a bigger trend. They even call it a billionaire boys club at one point.
Interesting. But why the sudden shift? I mean, what's the evidence for this whole libertarian thing?
Well, the article points to a couple of things.
Okay, like what?
Well, there's that letter Zuckerberg sent to Congress recently, the one where he accuses the Biden administration of basically trying to censor free speech on Facebook.
Right, I remember that. Wasn't that a big deal with House Republicans? They were pretty happy about that.
Oh, absolutely. They ate it up, saw it as a win for their side.
And then there's that other thing.
You mean Zuckerberg's comment about Trump's reaction to the assassination attempt, calling it badass?
Yeah, that one. Kind of a strange thing to say, don't you think?
Definitely raised some eyebrows.
So help me out here. How does all of this connect to libertarianism? Exactly.
Well, libertarianism is all about individual liberty, right?
Yeah.
Minimal government intervention, free markets, that kind of thing. So Zuckerberg's letter to Congress, it fits with the libertarian idea of pushing back against what they see as government overreach, especially when it comes to things like free speech online.
Okay, that makes sense.
And that comment about Trump, again, it lines up with a more libertarian view of letting people express themselves, even if what they're saying is controversial, even offensive to some.
It's food for thought. But what about those phone calls with Trump? The article makes a big deal about those.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty wild to think about, right? Zuckerberg, this tech giant, talking privately with Trump. Just a few years ago, they were at each other's throats.
Yeah. It really makes you wonder what they talk about.
I know. Are they just two powerful guys finding common ground? Or is there something more strategic going on here?
A potential alliance, maybe?
Exactly.
It's kind of unnerving when you think about the potential implications.
It really is. If this is a sign of tech leaders, especially someone as influential as Zuckerberg, moving towards libertarianism, what does that mean for the future of everything?
I mean, the internet, social media, how we consume information.
Yeah.
It's a lot to unpack.
No kidding. How do we make sure everyone has a voice without amplifying harmful content? How much control should governments have over online platforms?
There's big questions. And honestly, I don't have the answers.
Me neither. But they are questions we need to grapple with.
Absolutely, because the digital world is only getting bigger and more complex.
And the choices people like Zuckerberg are making today, they're going to have a huge impact on all of us.
No doubt about it. Well, folks, there you have it. A lot to ponder. A big thank you to you for joining us for this deep dive. And listeners, until next time, keep those questions coming.
Turn the dial to the daily news. Turn the dial to the daily news. Turn the dial to the daily news. Bringing voices, headlines, and shoes. You turn the dial to the daily news.